evening people, I'm a little bit late, apologies. Trying to download things onto the stream and stuff, and it's, yeah, just, I forgot to join the lobby, so yeah, I'm a little bit late, apologies. Right, let's crack on with this then. So tonight, bringing you Next Gen Racing's team versus team event. So we've got Next Gen Racing, Mature Racing Club, SimFX and P1. This is round 9 live from Laguna Seca. We are with the pros tonight. There is another lobby open with the Pro Ams. That is hosted by Adey Gee. He's commentating over that. Go and check that out on YouTube. Let me know if the sound's coming across all right and all that sort of stuff. Looks like quali may have already started, so let's have a quick flick through, see who's in the room. Got Potter McPot, Chrissy Raz back tonight, Marty VR, GT Deli B, Gumsy 1977. Okay, I think this might be the new driver, Alan Levin. Mad Marshall, evening mate, how you doing? Yes, I think this is the new driver that's joined the league, Alan Levin. Welcome to him. I think it's him anyway, I hope so. I think everyone else is regular drivers. Yeah, so we've got Louis, MRC Bobby Burnt Fry, MRC Buddy, Pav, TNR Philo, and MRC Dangling Ball. So I think Gumsy is actually racing for SimFX as well tonight. So enough of that, let's get on track and see what's going on. Turn the usual stuff on for people. Right, let's go and find first man out on track, TNR Philo. So yeah, we've already got hot laps in. How many? I can't really see the timer down there. So we've got 4 minutes into quali already. It is only a 15-minute quali tonight, and then into 2 races. First is a, hold on 1 second, let me find that. Because it shouldn't be far away. Here we go. So the first race is 17 laps. They start with 100% fuel. They can use any tyres between racing soft and racing hards. Damage is on the heavy in these leagues though, so the drivers do have to watch out. Then we have a little 5-minute break or so, and then jump into the feature race for tonight, which will be a 27 lap race. They start with 70% of fuel. They can use any tyres, but they have to use 2 different compounds. They're not allowed to pit before the end of lap 6 in this one. Again, damage on heavy. And race 2, the top 3 from race 1 also have to stick extra clicks of weight on their cars. So P1 in race 1 has to put on 5 clicks of extra weight, P2 4 clicks, and P3 3 clicks. So it's a little bit of success ballast for them, and they do have to start from the back of the pack. It does make it a little bit more tricky for them to battle their way through. So we ought to start going for some lap times then. So TNR Philo, 1 minute 20.4 currently. Pav 46.3 of a second back on a 120.7. GT Deli B is on a 121.2. Chrissy Raz doing a 121.6. Hero liveried BMW. NGR Burnt Fry in the Z4. Great Big Dark Smoker smoshed down the side. Good lad, 121.7 for Burnt Fry. I think we've got Dad watching you tonight. Potter McPot then currently in 6th with a 121.7. MRC Bobby a 121.7 for Bob as well. 7th place currently on the grid. 122.1 for Marty VR. Dangling Ball gets to put a hot lap in. We've got Gumsy 1977 just doing a bit of off-roading in the Corvette. 123.8 his fastest currently. Louis on a 124.9. Buddy a 132.5 for his fastest. Oh, he's got 129.5 up there, but he must have picked up a penalty for something. So let's go and find what's the pick. Come on, why is it always the furthest driver away? Let's go for a lap on board with MRC Bobby. He's just crossed the line then, so over the little brow of the hill, hanging it to the right as he comes up towards this first corner. It is almost a double apexed hairpin. back on the power through this little right-hand kink. Down a gear through this one. Back on the power. Easy to run wide on this track. Little lift through this one. Back on the power again in fourth. Through the little right-hand kink then towards this over 90-degree elbow. Then up the hill. This is going to catch a few drivers out, I think, this corner. And head up towards the infamous Corkscrew. So they head over the brow of the hill. Left-hand side over to the right-hand side. Hard on the brakes just before that curb in on the right. Through this Corkscrew, not too eager on the power through there, easy to drop the back end. Bob just hitting one of those little bobble curves there, look, getting it all wrong through that last little section there. Going to be trouble for the drivers as well tonight. So that's unfortunate, Bob, but we've caught you doing a couple of ballet moves there. So we will just finish the lap with Bob. So up towards the final turn then, hard on the brakes for this one. Awkward corner this. It's an over 90-degree corner, it's very tight as well. And then back on the power, down towards the start-finish line again. So with that terrible spin, Bob puts in a 1:30.17. So 9 minutes into quali, let's go and have a look at the front guys. Has TNR Philo gone in quicker? No, he's got a 1:20.4 on that lap 3. Have still on a 1:20.7. Potter's thrown himself up a few spaces. Just coming in the pits though, 1:21.1. So a little bit. How far is he back? 0.3 of a second from Pav. GT Adey Gee in fourth. In the SLS Mercedes. 1:21.2. MRC driver. I've just finished a really good league with this guy. The WOT wide open throttle league. Together by Deli himself. Yeah, it was really good. It was GR3 and GR4 mixed class event really. So race 1 was GR4s. Oh, Deli just a bit eager on the power there. First race is GR4s, and then you reverse grid race into GR3s. So yeah, it was a good season. Really enjoyed it. Came in 9th, but happy as Larry with that. Got some half decent results, I'm going to say. But yeah, there's one to watch, the WOT league. Keep an eye out. So Chrissy Raz then, not managed to beat that 1:21.6 yet. 6th place for Chrissy. Oh, Burnfry's chucked in a flyer, sneaker. What's he lobbed in? A 1:20.6 as he throws himself off track. Looks like he's going to go happy with that. Park up. So that pushes everyone down a little bit. Pav just going slightly quicker though. So he's got one. Oh, he's on an outlap, so let's come back to that. Adey Gee then pushed down into 6th now. Chrissy Raz has put in a quicker time. Chrissy Raz put in a 1:21.105. Also in 4th. She's Potter back a spot, Adey Gee back a spot. MRC Bobby's not managed to better that 1:21.7 on lap 2. Marty VR been in and out of the pits, so no hot lap from him on screen. Gumsy, again no hot lap. I'm liking your colour scheme on that one though, the orange and the black. Just coming out of the pits. Let's have fresh tyres. MRC Buddy being brave in the GT40, or the Ford GT should I say. It's a beast at the best of times, that car. You can see Buddy just again doing exactly the same as Bob did, just catching one of those little knobble curbs. Just unsettles the whole car, that did, but settles the back end if you clip the wheels on them, and you can end up exactly like Buddy or Bobby. So Philo just coming through into the pits then. Burnfry does look like he's quite content. Oh, he's on screen. Hey Mr. Smoker, hey Mr. Burnfry. Got Mr. Mad Marshall in the house as well. That's a sneaky little second position you've chucked in there, isn't it? 1:20.6. Pav then, he's not come close really since that 120.7. 121.0 being his closest. Chrissy Raz also in the pit, so last ditch. Well, Chrissy Raz has picked up damage as well, so getting it wrong somewhere, Chrissy. Potting up hot then, so back out off his out lap. Still 123s, 122s. He's gone a bit quicker, 121.2 for Delhi, still in 6th though. He's only 0.1 behind Potter on the grid. MRC Bobby on a 121.7. RTVR cutting all that curb there. So just have to be on watch out for that as well. I think penalties are off due to the fact that they're crap. So there might be one or two little sneaky manoeuvres like that. We'll see. Dangly ball in the rusty Audi. So I will just mention the sponsors of this league. We are sponsored by Team Oliver Racing. That's TOR. They are the mental truck racing nutters. So cheers to Michael and Stuart for sponsoring this league. Do appreciate it. It's also sponsored by Excite Energy Drinks, David Appleby Engineering, Corbo, Thrustmaster and GT Omega. And Joyce Designs. Let's get Joyce Designs in there. Ah, okay. You're not feeding him information, are you? Huh? That can't be right. Dangly ball put in. Oh, no hot lap from Dangly. So Louis in 10th. He has gone quicker, 123.7. So a long way off the leaders. So we are over. Oh, buddy, getting it all wrong. He has gone quicker as well. That lap 123.8. So we are over the 15-minute qualifying period. Let's just go and find Potter McPot. He's not ghosting out yet. Looks like he's going to finish this lap. 120.7, so he does go up a position, up into 3rd. Oh, he's got up 2 positions actually. Pav's gone up a spot as well. Oh, sorry, was Pav in? Pav was in 3rd, that's right, 120.7, correct. So that is looking like grid order for this race. TNR Philo then going to hold top spot, 120.0. Yeah, you do that, don't you, Philo? Last lap specialist. So Philo's done a 120.0. Last little bits of qualifying. Burnt Fry 120.6 on that last lap as well. Potter McPot 120.7. Top 3 pretty close. Chrissy Raz. Oh, but Pav's just chucked in a Stormer 120.3. That chucks him up into 2nd. Picking up a penalty for his trouble though somewhere. So I'm going to have to run through that order again. It's going to be Philo taking pole position. Pav in 2nd. Burnt Fry burning his tyres out in 3rd. Potter McPot in 4th. Chrissy Raz 5th. GT Delhi B 6th. Bobby 7th. Marty VR 8th. Dangly Ball 9th. Louis in 10th, Buddy in 11th, and Gumsy unfortunately in 12th. So the new driver struggling in the GT3 of GR3 class. Want Pav to win, fair. Have some of that, Burnt Fry. So there's your grid order. Not going through it again. 1 to 12. Bosch. Nice camera angle, PlayStation. Nice. Thank you. Aha, right, okay, so I have got a little bit of movement somewhere. No, come on. That's it. Oh, that's a bit better. So they are off on with Burnt Fry as they head across the line. Dangly Ball's gone for a fly around the outside. It's not done him too bad either. So Pav has got a flyer off the start then, up into 1st place, got past Philo. Have been twitchy in this league, but we'll keep an eye on it. Philo in second, then Potter third, Burnfry fourth. Unfortunately, been overtaken by Potter. GT Adey Gee fifth. A little bit of a gap now to Dangling Ball and Chrissy Raz in seventh. Quite wide through there, Chrissy. MRC Bobby in Marty VR in eighth. Apologise, he's just managed to get past MRC Bobby, so Marty VR up to eighth. Emerson Bobby ninth, Louis in 10th, Buddy in 11th, Gumsy 12th. So quickly back up to the front as they head up towards the Corkscrew. Let's see who gets it right or wrong through here. Everyone seems to have got it cleanly so far. Apologies. Oh, Louis not. Louis torpedoed himself into the wall. He's in 11th. Where's Chrissy Raz? What's happened to Chrissy Raz? Chrissy Raz has had an incident somewhere. Going through the Corkscrew with damage, front and rear damage, and transmission as well, engine, all sorts. So she's got to limp her way around to the pits. Louis managing to escape without damage, even though he fired himself into the wall. So back up to the front then. Pav still leading. Philo still in second. Potter and Pot right behind him, being chased closely by Burnfry in fourth. That gap getting a little bit bigger between Burnfry and Dangling Ball. GT Adey Gee closing in on him as well, so he's going to have to be careful. Dangling Ball, GT Adey Gee's no slouch. He took me through the gnarly bit of Mount Panorama down the flipping inside. I wasn't expecting it, Delhi. Let's say that. So Marty VR 7th then after getting past Bobby. There's a big gap back to Bob now as well. He's holding a little bit of front end damage. Not sure where that's occurred. So Gumsy up into 9th, Buddy 10th, Louis in 11th. Chrissy Raz then back out the pits, damage repaired. A long way off the fight in front, 30 seconds between herself and Louis, and 42 seconds between herself and Pav currently. So a lot of work to do for Chrissy, but it's not over yet. 17 laps. So Pot actually putting in the fastest lap there on 21.1. So the top four starting to break away from the rest of the drivers. You can see that gap just slowly getting bigger between Burnfry and Dangling Ball. Pot hitting one of those curves, just you see how it unsettled the car. It's had to throw that BMW into a defensive position already to try and fend off an attack from Burnfry. It's just slowed the pair down a little bit, brought Dangling Balls back into it, allowed Philo and Pav to disappear up the road a little bit. GT Adey Gee has lost a little bit of time to Dangling Ball. Top 6 then, all quite close. The 3-second gap back on. Marty VR's got it wrong through the Corkscrew into the sand. Bobby's got back past him. Gumsy might be able to make a move as well if he keeps it on track. So unfortunately he's not able to close the gap on Marty VR before that turn. Marty VR's escaped with no damage. So Gumsy's just going to have to slot in behind and try and use the slipstream to close up on him down here. Sounding car, the Corvette, as is the GT Ford GT. MRC Buddy in 10th then. Also rocking a Dark Smoker logo, good lad. And Louis. So he's on a 125.1. Struggling a little bit in this one, Louis. Possibly not liking this track. It's not my favourite either, to be honest. As you can see, it's nothing but sand and gravel runouts. So wherever you come off, you're losing speed, and that looks to be the case with Louis. Chrissy Raz closing in on him slowly, though. So back up to the front. Pav managed. What's happened here then? Pot has managed to get past Philo. Potter and Pot up into second, and now Philo's coming under pressure from Burnfry. Pav has managed to get 0.8 of a second lead. Pot looks like he might be closing in though. No, not quite. Looking a bit sketchy in that BMW already. Some FX driver. Fry looking for a move. Putting Philo under all sorts of pressure now. He's just run himself a little bit wide there, Fry. Looking to keep that in a straight line. We've got the pair of MRC Dangly Ball and GT Deli B. Dangly Ball also starting to lose the back end of his Audi. GT Deli B will notice that. Start putting more pressure on. Oh, he's just run himself wide. I see Bobby then up into 7th after he saw him get past Marty VR in the Corkscrew. That's where they're headed right now. Let's see if Marty VR can do it this time. Sorry, Marty, we're going on board. Looks like he's got it right this time. To close Bobby down now then. Looks like he's got the hang of that turn. So just about to come across the line for lap 6. Pav still leading, Potter and Potts close the gap though. TNR Philo's right back in this fight as well. Burnt Fry's lost a little bit of time, but he's still there. Right back in the fight now really. In it. So GT Deli B has got past Dangly Ball. I said it was coming. Unfortunately, I've missed it, Deli. I can't keep my eye on all bits of the track at once. I can't really see who's overtaking who sometimes. Diablo. Oh, Diablo's joined the room a little bit late for race 1, but hopefully sticks around for race 2. So Diablo is an Australian who gets up at the crack of dawn to race with us at this time of night. I can only give him props for that. So Pav and Potter then managed to make a little bit of a break from Philo in 3rd. That gap coming down again now though. So nothing in it between the top 4. Is it going to take a mistake or a little clip of a wall? Slight run wide by the look of it. GT Deli B, was he only 4.3 back? So I'm not counting Deli out of this one yet. Still 10 laps to go. Ball losing a bit of time to Deli now, 2.7, 2.6 seconds. MRC Bobby in 7th, slowly closing in on Dangly Ball as well. He's got Marty VR and Gumsy not that far back either. So, but he managed to hold 10th. It's only 4 seconds back from Gumsy. Chrissy Raz has got herself past Louis. So up into 11th for Chrissy Raz. Still a lot of work to do for any more position gains really. 26, 27 seconds back from the next contender, MRC Buddy. But still race 2 to go. MRC Buddy then 10th, getting it right into the Corkscrew. So yeah, he's closed in. Oh, so looks like Gumsy. What's happened to Gumsy? Why is he suddenly back here? Looks like he might have been reset. So it looks like Gumsy has been off track. Oh, and he's spanned them. Oh, so he's holding all sorts of damage now. He's put himself in the wall, he's got front end damage, engine damage, he just missed the pit entrance, so he's going to have to do a full lap with that. It's going to give him all sorts of grief. You can see his revs not going up as quick and a bit chickadee and janky, so it's an unfortunate move for Gumsy. It's going to allow Chrissy Raz to close in. looks like might be sitting this one out. He obviously doesn't like Laguna Seca one a little bit. So Pav still leading. We've had Potter McPot drop back to 4th now. He's still in with a shout though. He's about half a second back from Burnt Fry. Burnt Fry has lost a bit of time to Philo. 1.3 seconds Philo in the pits now though. Pav's drifted his Audi almost wide into the sand. Burnt Fry's not done far off either, so Potter and Philo are in the pits. They're not coming for fuel, that's for certain. They're coming for tyres only. So GT Delhi B doesn't throw himself into 3rd, but I would expect that to change. Or are they taking on board fuel? No, they are just coming out the pit lane now. So losing a fair bit of time. Potter McPot actually getting back out the pits. Oh, sorry, I thought he'd got out in front of Philo there. For some reason that went all a bit weird on screen. So Pav and Burnt Fry stay out, both on racing softs. Not much in it between them. Philo already managed to get himself past GT Delhi B. Marty VR's managed to sneak through as well by the look of it. So Philo in 3rd, then Potter McPot now 2.2 seconds back from Philo. Work to do for Potter. So Marty VR to 5th. Need to stop on those mediums. GT Delhi B. Oh, GT Delhi B's had a mare. He's got front end damage. He's got engine transmission damage. So I'm not sure what's happened to GT Delhi. He won't be happy about that. Bobby's starting to struggle. He's on fresh racing soft. Why are you struggling, Bob? Chrissy Raz then up into 10th. Comes here 11th. He's also pit. Louis, as we say, can sit this one out. Does have his car smashed in all the logos though. The DAE, the XI, the GT Amiga, Joyce Designs. Got it all on there. Good lad. So Philo then up into 1st place. Pot 2nd, Pav in 3rd now, Burnt Fry 4th. So positions changing through that little pit stop. Philo has got a bit of a gap now, 4.7 seconds. I'm not sure how he's managed that. Possibly just being able to get out in front, pick the lines he wants. He's got 4.8 now over Potter McPot. Less than a second back, we've got Pav. Half a second back, we've got Burnt Fry. Marty VR still out on those mediums. I feel possibly look to run until the end of the race on those. He might come under some pressure towards the end of the race. We've got Buddy up into 6th, yet to stop. Dangley Baldwin in the pits in 7th, then Bobby also pit in 8th. GT Delhi B now 9th after his pit stop and repairing that damage. So Chrissy Raz only 15 seconds back from Delhi. She's also just pit as well, so fresh tyres. Put all the pressure on. Reasonably clear air in front of her as well. No Louis sitting this one out. Philo's run himself wide. So we'll keep an eye on the gaps. That's going to come down pretty quickly now. But he must have had a fair old gap. Because that off-track action must have cost him a fair old chunk. Louis retired to the pits. It's not working for me, this track. No, I was just saying this track possibly is not your favourite, mate. It's not mine, to be honest, but I have raced it. It's kind of a love-hate track, this one. So, got the gap down to 2.8. Potter just extended up to 2.9, now 3 seconds. Pav in 3rd, coming a little bit of pressure from Burnt Fry in 4th. So he held his own in this one. At the minute, Burnt Fry fighting with the big boys. Putting pressure on the big boys. Looking to to make moves on the big boys. So he's gone for a wider line, looking for the cut back. No. Pav was quite wise to. He's got a good run out though as Burnt Fry. Unfortunately, nowhere to overtake before this turn. He's got to stick with him through this next right-hander and try and get him before the little elbow at the bottom. It's not looking good though. So not able to do it yet. Burnt Fry still holding that fourth. Dangling Ball fifth then. MRC Bobby sixth. Marty VR 7th after his, though he has come in, he's come out on a fresh set of racing softs. So 7th place for Marty, GT Delhi B in 8th, 13.7 seconds back. Chrissy Raz unable to close that gap, 15. Oh, where did you come from, MRC Buddy? How bizarre, there was no MRC Buddy just then. So MRC Buddy's got 10 seconds gap to GT Delhi B. Chrissy Raz got 5.4 seconds to MRC Buddy, just disappearing off around that little left there. So still positions to be had for Chrissy if she can catch up with MRC Buddy. Louis, as we see, just been on chat saying this track's not working for him, so sitting this one out. So Philo's managed to keep that first place and extend 4.7 seconds the gap between himself and Potter. Got Pav Burnt Fry still at it. I think we need a bit of onboard action. Let's have a look from Pav's point of view. Watch that BMW veer towards him under braking. He's run himself wide. That's just going to allow Burnt Fry through. Up into third then for Burnt Fry. Not too much damage done to Pav's race though. So he's lost a bit of time but no positions. He's still got a fair old gap between himself and Dangling Balls. 13.4 seconds. We're on lap 13 of 17. He's got to fend him off for another few more laps. Quick anyway is Pav. I'm saying Dangly Ball isn't. So Bobby in 6th then, not doing too bad a job at the minute. Front tyres look a bit beaten up on that, Bob. Not sure why your front tyres would be beaten up on that rear wheel drive car. Marty VR there only 2.7 seconds back. So again it's only going to take a mistake from one of these drivers for positions to change. GT Delhi B, a lot of work for GT to do. He's lost a lot of time in the pits due to the damage he was holding, as did Chrissy Raz behind. So both these drivers, Chrissy Raz now ghosting out. I'm not sure what's happening with Chrissy. But both these drivers picking up damage early on in the race, a lot of damage as well. So lost a lot of time to the drivers in front. So Mr. Chrissy Raz getting past MRC Buddy, but with Chrissy Raz ghosting, that might have allowed Buddy to catch up a bit. So he's now 5 seconds back, so I'm not sure what's happened to Buddy, why he's so far back. Maybe there was a little bit of contact between Chrissy and Buddy, who knows. On Buddy's car though. So Philo out front still, 4-second gap over second place Potter McPot. Burnt Fry now putting Potter under pressure. So Pav losing a bit more time then, 3.5 seconds back. Trying to push that Audi, and the Audi gets sketchy when it's pushed. Sitting in 4th currently, still holding 13.5 seconds gap over Dangling Ball. So we're on lap 15 of 17. Bobby still in 6th. Marty VR has closed the gap, 1.8. It's about 2.5, so Bobby could come under pressure in the last couple of laps. Nothing going off for GT Delhi B. He's got a 12-second gap in front to Marty VR, 25 seconds unfortunately back to Chrissy Raz. ghosting, just losing Chrissy Raz all that time, unfortunately. MRC Buddy's closing back in on her though. So again, it only takes a little bit of off-track action and positions could change. So Philo still holding 4 seconds. It's lap 16. Potter McPot still holding second. Not managed to lose that to Burnfry. Burnfry looking a bit dangerous coming back to this league. Potter might regret letting him back. There's Burnfry just waiting for an opportunity on the last lap. Was he just not able to actually get past Potter McPot? So nothing in it between the two Z4 drivers. Pav still in 4th then, again losing a bit more time to the 3 drivers in front, keeping his gap between himself and Dangly Ball, 15.5 seconds now. And now we've got the fight between Marty VR and Bobby kicking off. So 0.2 of a second, Marty VR's looking to move down the inside. He's not quite close enough to make that stick. Bobby throws his car in front of Marty VR there. So still all the work to do for Marty VR if he wants that 6th place off Bob. Oh, he's gone too hard and span it off. He's chucked himself into the sand at the 11th hour. Can't believe it. Adey Gee's going to come through and take that place. Chrissy Raz might even get round before he's back on track. No, so back on track now then Marty VR. So just pushing it hard towards the end there to try and take that 6th place off Bob. Unfortunately, it's cost him a place now. GT Adey Gee being promoted up into 7th. That's not how GT Adey Gee wants to pick up places, but he'll be happy he's gone up a spot. More points on the board. So, the gap between Chrissy Raz and Marty VR's coming down, but a little bit too far into this race now for anything to happen there. MRC Buddy in 10th, just been overtaken by Pav. So these guys on their final lap. TNR Philo still leading, 5.5 seconds. Oh, he runs it through the sand though. He's lucky to keep that in a straight line. Almost out of fuel as well. Potter McPot in 2nd, managed to fend off the attack from Burnfry, made a bit of a gap over him as well actually. Pav in 4th. Losing more time to Burnfry, Potter and Philo. Dangly Ball 5th, and I will just stick with Philo as he comes across the line to take the win. So more good results. Oh, I thought they were side by side there. So handbrake across the line from the 2 Z4 drivers. 2nd and 3rd for Potter and Burnfry. We've got Pav coming across the line, handbrake. Buddy will have crossed the line to start his last lap. We've got Dangly Ball coming around this last turn then. So Bobby wasn't actually that far back, 1.9 seconds at the end of that one. So Dangly Ball comes home in 5th. Bobby pulls an epic handbrake across the line for 6th. Adey Gee is going to come home in 7th. So he picked up a lot of damage to Adey, he won't be impressed. Marty VR is going to come home in 8th after that spin just before the corkscrew. We've already seen Buddy across the line. So 8th place for Marty VR, 9th for Buddy, Chrissy Raz in 10th, and Louis we saw sit this one out. Not sure whether we're going to see Louis in race 2, but hopefully we see Diablo. So I'm not sure whether we've got to wait for you. Oh no, we haven't. I thought Louis might have had to throw himself out on track. So that was race 1 of tonight. We've got race 2 coming up. We'll have about a 5 or 10 minute break. Something I've not done is thrown up results as of yet up until this evening. So I can pull those up now. So this is Pro League top. We've got Potter McPot currently leading. Oh, that's after round 7, so that is actually wrong. So it's round 9 tonight. So these points are wrong. So I'm going to take those off screen. Pow! Bob! Hey up mate, how you doing? You come 6th. Not bad, Bob. Not bad. Did you knock Chrissy Raz off track? Because she got punted with damage, and then you were holding front end damage, Bob. Gumsy's left the room, so he might not be having the best of nights either. So yeah, we will go into race 2 in about 5 or 10 minutes time. As I say, it's a reverse grid race. The top 3 from this race have to add extra clicks of weight. So Potter just putting up there, race 2 starting at 20:24. So we've got a full 10 minutes of my waffle. Or your waffle. Chrissy Raz! I spun on the curb. Oh, which you've never done before. Oh. Oh, okay. Oh, Chrissy. That's a shame. Well, still got race 2. And I know you were a bit sneaky last time in race 2 when you started at the front, Chrissy. The fastest Dane. Oh my god. Having all sorts of issues tonight, Chrissy Raz. I've had similar though. If you look back through my streams, obviously I'm not telling you to look, well, if you want to go back and look through all the 150 odd videos I've put up, or whatever the hell I've put up, 200, I don't even know how many videos I put up. But there's all sorts. I've ejected my game out of my console, my whole internet's turned off. I've left the current standings on screen when the race is kicked off. Yeah. Have a word with that cat. Cats are sneaky like that. My cat, if I don't pay enough attention, climbs up on the settee next to me and tries to paw my face off with its claws. Give it some strokes, she's happy. 5 minutes later, I'm going to paw your face off with some claws because I need more strokes. Just see a little, like, black and white thing with some Wolverine looking claws out the corner of your eye, and next thing you know, she's got you by the lip. So Chrissy Raz has had a spin, a telly's turned off, and that cat is meowing constantly. So I hope you've all hit that like button. You're all on screen. I can see who you are. You better hit that like button. I can have a look for myself. I can see whether you've hit that like button. Let's just read you through some of that Potter's put up. So same track, reverse grid, 27 laps. Bish bash bosh. Bish bish bosh. Just anything about tyres on there? No, that's right. So they can't pit before the end of lap 6. They can if they pick up damage, but they can't pick up tyres. Unfortunately, it's one of those things that you're almost programmed to do when you come into pits. Hit the button, get your tyres on as quick as possible, but you've got to kind of go to the no tyres, just repair damage please, and quick, damn it. But yeah, no tyres before the end of lap 6. Let's see who sticks to that, or who accidentally forgets and presses the button. You do have to use 2 different compounds as well. I'm still looking. Don't think I've forgotten. Don't think I've forgotten. I've got 3 likes. I've got 5 watchers. Admittedly, one of those watchers is me. I can't like my own stuff. That'd be like really bad. So somebody's not clicked a like button. So we've already got people out on track trying to perfect these turns. Yeah, it's an awkward little track, is Laguna Seca. Sorry, WeatherTech Raceway Laguna Seca is what it says on screen there, but I'm not calling it that. So I'm also on Discord as well. If any of you lot are on Discord, hit me up. I'm on Dark Smoker, obviously. I'm on Twitter at Dark Smoker as well. You can hit me up all on that sort of stuff. See, I'm saying hit me up like a you. I'm 45 years old, damn it. But yeah, hit me up, bruv. Yeah, say fam. I'll stop doing that now. I'll stop that. Sorry. You're better off, Burn Fry. You're better off. In fact, I know where all of you live. That might have to be another one of my catchphrases. Oi, hit the like button. I know where you live. So why aren't those points correct on the website? I'm sure they were updated the other day. That is a little bit bonkers. Let's see if I can find them. No. That's right, Burnt Fry. Burnt Fry just sending me personal messages of screenshots of his YouTube and the like button clicked. You maniac. So yeah, we've got 2 lobbies open tonight. You're watching the pros with me, Dark Smoker. We have got Adey Gee as well live on his channel. He is streaming the Pro-Ams. I might actually just nip over to his channel and see what's going on. I do that sometimes, just nip in, give him a quick hello. I'll come out of that, go into that. Adey Bliggy Blongy G. Let's give him a quick hello. I'm going to apologise that I'm not going to hear his reply because I've got my headphones on and talking to you lot. Yeah, I think you should be alright, race 2, Chrissy Raz. You're a bit sneaky in race 2. Where were we? Where we raced and you stuck away at the front. Where was it? I forget, Catalonia or somewhere like that. I can't remember. We snuck off in race 2. I've not disappeared, I'm just can't do 2 things at once. I'm typing a message to Adey Gee. Well, I suppose I can do talking to you and typing. Bosh. Quick hello to Adey Gee. Yeah, so go check out Adey Gee's channel as well. He does a lot of post-race commentaries on some of the leagues I've raced in as well. So if you want to see me racing, you want to see it from sort of this perspective, the commentated perspective, go check out Adey Gee. You can see me trying to race, not doing too well, but trying. GT Delhi B's also got a channel. You've watched tonight. We've got Pav46. He's got a channel. Chrissy Raz has got a channel. Who else has got? I think Marty VR's streaming his races. MRC Bobby's got a channel. Not sure about MRC Buddy. I don't think so. Not seen anything for Philo, Dangly Ball, or Diablo either. But pretty much everyone else. Potter McPot, no YouTube either or anything like that. Right, so Potter actually not noticed the time. It's 24 minutes past. So we are just about to start race 2, reverse grid. Top 3 have had to add their extra weights of extra clicks of weights. I'm going to come out of that view because it'll burn my eardrums out. Just brown fizzy popping. That's all. Oh, effervescent. Potter practicing his starts, whereas Burnout is practicing his J turns, maybe. He is. Not very much success. So we are about to start race 2. Reverse grid order. They only start with 70 litres of fuel. They have to use 2 different compounds as well. Let's see if I can get through this grid order quickly. I won't. I'll miss someone. So Diablo's back in, Chrissy Raz in 2nd, Buddy 3rd, Marty VR 4th, GT Delhi B 5th, Bobby in 6th, Dangly Paul 7th, Pav in 8th. Damn you. Burnt Fry 9th, Potter in 10th, and Philo in 11th. So, are you going to give me, you're not going to give me a decent camera angle. So we're away, Diablo leading. Unfortunately missed race 1. Taking the lead so far. Chrissy Raz then 2nd place, holding it currently. She's got Marty VR giving her a bit of pressure at the minute. She's now got the inside line into the next turn, so Marty VR into 3rd. Bobby drifting it in 4th. MRC Buddy in 5th, coming under pressure from Potter McPot in 6th. TNR Philo not far off either. Dangly Ball in 8th. Pav in 9th. Oh, Pav's holding a bit of damage, so maybe a little bit of Constantino effect happening off the line into that first turn. So Burnt Fry in 10th, also holding a little bit of damage. And GT Delhi B again, damage at the start of the race. Oh, he'll be absolutely kicking, screaming, and I don't blame him either. It happened at Nürburgring. Literally lap 1, turn 1, got pinged off, had damage at the start. That's race over really. I mean, it's a 7-minute lap anyway, and with damage it's probably going to be about a 10-minute lap. And that's race over really. So GT Delhi B not having the best of luck in tonight's races, but it is lap 1, so once he's got this damage repaired, unfortunately he won't be able to pick up tyres, but no point really either. As I say, it's a long race. It's easy to get it wrong on this track, as we have seen. So, could see GT Delhi B coming back into this one. I think he has got tyres though, which is a... Let's see if he does pick up tyres or not. He doesn't, he's just going for damage, so he has remembered. Chrissy Raz, in the meantime, has snuck herself up into 1st, just like I said she would. And she's got almost a 2-second gap over Diablo. Diablo just being overtaken by Marty VR into 2nd then. Oh, Diablo's just clipped the sand there and spun himself off track. Possibly exactly the same thing Chrissy Raz did in race 1. But Diablo now holding all the damage, so he's going to have to do half a lap back to the pits. unfortunate for Diablo. I was rooting for you then, buddy. Obviously not when you were spinning off track. So Potter and Pot up into third position then, chasing down Marty VR in second. Philo in fourth, not that far off Potter. Bobby in fifth, closing in a little bit on Philo. Buddy in sixth, not doing too bad in the 4GT currently. Dangly Ball's seventh. Pav down in eighth. There's a bit of work for Pav to do. Again, he's decided not to come in the pits with that damage, nor has Burnt Fry. Diablo does come in the pits though, holding transmission damage. Naughty Diablo. Fortunately, that's going to mean a penalty next race. Unfortunately, I just happened to have caught him doing a little sneaky before lap 6. Chrissy Raz doing a good job keeping that in a straight line, possibly the same place she got it wrong last race, but she's run herself wide there a little bit, kept it on track though. 2.8 second lead still, but lost a bit of that now to Marty VR through those couple of little mistakes. So just stay calm, Chrissy. I know what it's like to lead a race when you're not used to it. I'm not used to it, and I was leading a race the other night, I was flapping. So Marty VR second. Philo's got past Potter. What's happened to Potter? Looks like Potter's had a moment, spun it off track. Don't know whether he had any contact with anyone. Down in seventh now for Potter and Pot. No damage on the car. He's on the mediums, maybe that's what's causing the issues. So Chrissy Raz been closed in by Marty VR, then down to a second now, that gap between the BMW and the Mercedes. Do like that camera angle. Diablo back out of the pits now, damage repaired. He's only 1.7 back off GT Delhi. Unfortunately, Delhi's had the damage as well, so he's had to go in the pits. So it could be a bit of a punch-up between these two as they fight their way back towards the pack. They might even end up working together, which would be the sensible thing to do, really, because they're only on lap 4. Try not to fight it out, just work with each other, try and make their way back up towards Dangly Ball and Burnt Fry, etc. So Chrissy Raz still leading. She's managed to make a little bit more of a gap over Marty VR, up to 1.3 seconds. TNR Philo 3.4 seconds back from Marty VR. Got MRC Bobby for company. Up into 5th then. He's still got a lot of work to do to try and catch up to the guys in front. Duco, evening mate, how you doing, brother? Potter's just had a mare, I'm not sure what's happened. Are you with Potter, Dukes? Thought I'd have heard from you already if you were. Path 46 then, just gets straight past Chrissy Raz. Oh, Chrissy Raz is holding more damage. Oh, so from race leader, just losing positions now, unfortunately. Chrissy Raz. Got MRC Bobby in the background as well. He was putting Philo under pressure. He's now spinning around in the sand. So Marty VR leads this race, 3.2 second lead over TNR Philo. Pav up into 3rd through the chaos, 5.8 seconds back though. Potter Potts back up to 4th through the chaos as well. So Potter losing positions down into 7th. He was fighting out for 3rd position. Trying to catch up with Marty VR. Nice. Should have seen it an hour ago, damn it. Burnfry then 5th, so still holding that damage. Obviously not affecting him too much. 1.5 seconds back from Potter. MRC Buddy getting it all wrong. Ah, 4GT, an absolute handful. He did say he was going to be brave at the start of the season and pick this car. He's, yeah, there you go. Just trying to put his tyres are now covered in sand and muck, and every time he tries to put the power down, the rear end just spins up like that. Points MRC Buddy in the wrong direction. So Adey Gee back up to 7th then after that damage. Diablo up into 8th. Lost some time to Adey Gee though. So Buddy has managed to get himself back on track in 9th. Chrissy Raz back out of the pits, damage repaired 10th. Bobby also back on track. Didn't see if Bobby had picked up any damage, but he's on track. 4.5 seconds back from Chrissy Raz. I think Bobby may have picked up tyres a lap early as well, as maybe Chrissy Raz. No, Diablo's done it. Might have been a bit of confusion whether it was on lap 6 or end of lap 6. We'll see how that turns out next week. So Pav getting some shouts out on the stream from Duco. Unfortunately, he's 9.5 seconds back from Marty VR. It's a big old gap. He's holding front and rear end damage as well. Possibly just a bit of aero. Only affecting him at super high speeds, which this track is not. So possibly not causing him any issues at the minute. Potter McPot then up into 3rd. Philo's been in the pits then. He's decided to take on a fresh set of racing softs. Potter McPot's been out on medium, so looking to run pretty long on those. Although they've been causing him some issues traction wise, just trying to keep it in a straight line, and turning around corners is not as easy. So he is in the pits now himself. Don't think he might take on a bit of fuel. That allows Philo to back up into 3rd as he drifts around that final turn. So Marty VR still leads, yet to pit. Pav also yet to pit. 10-second gap now, so some time to Marty VR. Philo now 7.6 seconds back. Putting in purple sectors as well, Philo. SimFX driver. Dangly ball in 4th. He's also holding front and rear damage. So Potter McPot been in the pits. Fresh tyres. Did he take on any fuel at all? Possibly a little blip. Fifth, still 30 seconds back off race lead, but they are yet to pit. So back out on the softs now, Potter. He can go full race pace, take the lines he usually takes. So Adey Gee in 6th, not looking too bad for Adey at the minute. As I say, 27 laps, that damage at the start. Yes, it put him back a little bit, but he's coming back into the fight now. 35 seconds off race lead. Again, that will come down. Diablo in 7th, losing a bit more time to Adey. Starting to come under pressure from Burnfry as well in 8th. So not having as good a second race as he had in race 1. Then been caught up by Chrissy Raz. So looking to make a move down the inside then, Chrissy. Under braking, getting that position done. Bobby running wide, trying to look to make a move on Buddy as well. So it's a BMW Ford sandwich at the minute. Buddy's done the same thing, he's run himself off track. That just allows Bobby through. So Buddy again, unfortunately, pointing the wrong way, now sitting at the back of the pack. Can he keep it in a straight line? So back on track. Now all the work to do. So Marty VR still leading. Pav losing more time. Coming under pressure from Philo now. Pav's not running too bad though. Running long with his fuel and tyres. Philo's closing in on him at a rapid pace of knots. Pot then 16.8 seconds back from Philo. So out of the podium spots currently then Potter. To get brave, all these drivers sticking two wheels on the sand on these corners. And we've seen MRC Buddy. It takes a little bit too much and you're spinning around. So Adey Gee up into 5th then. Ball 6, holding all that damage. Not aware on those tyres, running long on the fuel as well. That's the outcome. Unfortunately, he's chucked himself in the sand now, so lost all that time in the battle he was having with Adey Gee. So Pav does come in the pits. Adey Gee sneaks up into 4th then. While Pav takes on board his fuel. Is he going to get his damage repaired? Yes, he is. So we'll see where Pav comes back out the pits in a second. So Potter up into 3rd then now. Philo 2nd still, 10.7 seconds back from Marty VR. Marty VR's got to be careful, those tyres are absolutely devastated. Oh, Chrissy Raz has left the room, not sure what's happened to Chrissy Raz. Possibly again just not getting on with Laguna Seca. She might pop him in the chat and let us know what's happening, we'll see. So TNR Philo still slowly closing in on Marty VR for that 1st place. Still got to get past MRC Buddy. Pot losing a bit of time then to Philo. Adey Gee up into 4th, 6.6 seconds back. Losing a bit of time through there, 7.3 seconds. Oh, a lot of time lost through there, Adey. Losing almost a second to Potter through that corkscrew section. Up into 4th, good points on the board for Adey Gee currently. Pav back out of the pits in 5th. So he has had his damage repaired, fresh set of racing mediums, full tank of gas. Running long again then Pav, burnt fry. Sitting in 6th currently. Just under half a tank of reasonable fresh set of racing mediums. So Diablo up into 7th, coming under pressure from MRC Bobby. Let's see if MRC Bobby can do it. Losing time to Diablo through here. On board with Diablo, looking back at Bob. So I think Bob might just be able to take this place. I'm not sure. Let's just see how much fuel Bob's got on. Yeah, Bob's got plenty of fuel on board, so it looks like Diablo's going to have to come in the pits any minute. It's going to allow Bob through into that 7th position. So this is not really a battle as such, although Bob would like to get past Diablo before the pit, I'm sure. The sooner the better. Right on him now as they head up towards the corkscrew. Is he going to look to make a move down the inside? No, he backs out of that one. Dangerous place to make a move. You can see the tyre wear coming into effect on the Audi. They do get very twitchy when the tyres start wearing out, so Bob then manages to get through cleanly up into 7th. We should see Diablo peel off into the pits. He does so. Dangly Ball might take that position off Diablo as well, actually. He's only got this last turn to go. MRC Buddy sticking with it. Unfortunately, still in 10th place. He's 53 seconds off his current closest rival, which is Diablo's in the pits. In the pits then for a second time. Pop 20 seconds back. So a quarter of a tank and a not badly worn set of racing softs for Potter. Marty VR closing down on him a little bit. Adey Gee in the pits, Philo just coming out the pits. So Potter, Pot and Philo are going to almost come out side by side. Philo just keeps it. He's only put in half a tank as well. Potter and Pot will have to come in before him. He's on just under a quarter of a tank. His car will be lighter and faster, although not if he's doing that, it won't be. Just make a bit of a gap over Marty VR for that third. Pav now 13 seconds back in fourth position. Closing it a little bit through there. So MRC Bobby and GT Adey Gee now at it. Bobby with absolutely worn out racing softs. Adey Gee with a fresh set of racing softs. Bobby running himself a little bit wide there. We saw the stand being kicked up. Adey Gee looking to make a move around the outside. Oh, Bob's tyre wear nearly took Adey Gee out there. They're still side by side. Oh, Adey Gee just winning out there. Just managing to get a car length in front, but that's caused Bob taking the wrong line through that turn to just run himself wide off track. He's got to get it pointed straight and quick. Got Dangly Ball coming up the hill, I'd have thought any second. So Bob back up to speed now as he just comes through the Corkscrew. Dangly Ball and NGR Gr3 hit the Corkscrew now. Bob's off track again. So Dangly Ball and Gr3 going for a drift competition through there. So just allowing Gr3 through then, I think. He just knows possibly he's a quicker car. Spin with him, getting the slipstream. Get him to tow you around. So Bobby does come in the pits then to replace those absolutely battered softs. Buddy's still in 10th then. Sticking on the back of Marty VR actually. So Philo still leads then. He's managed to make a gap over Potter and Pot. 3 seconds that gap now. Potter and Pot himself has got 3.1 back to Marty VR. There's 11 seconds back to Pav. 12 seconds now. It's slowly coming down. To lap 15, just about to start lap 16. GT Adey Gee then getting past Bob with that tyre wear. 5th place for him, 21 seconds back from Pav. But again, don't count him out. Plenty of time left. So Gr3 getting past Dangly Ball. We saw Dangly Ball just almost let him through there. So up into 6th, looking to chase down Adey Gee for that 5th place. Dangly Ball's 7th, Diablo 8th. So he's come in the pits, replaced his tyres. Keep that Audi pointing in a straight line now. So MRC Bobby out on a fresh set of racing softs. Still running wide though, Bob. So just unfortunately just getting in the way of teeing off Philo a little bit there. But, not a lot Bob can do though. Just going to compromise his own race. So Philo gets through then. Pot now 5.2 seconds back. So we'll see him in the pits any second, so that's going to lose him more time to Philo in front. That should see him till the end of the race. Maybe or maybe not. So maybe Tino and Bobby have just had a little bit of a coming together. Some damage on Bobby's car. Where are you, Bob? No. Right, Philo just let Bobby back through and then gone for the overtake again, taking that position back off Bob. So head over to the Corkscrew. Bob braking early so as not to punt Philo off. Again, Bob trying to drift that BMW out of the Corkscrew. MRC Buddy going for the same thing. Then being closed down by Pav in fourth, coming through to lap Buddy. So yeah, Potter is in the pits now. So Pav's only 14.7 seconds back. Comes around the last turn now. He might get this position back, and then lose it again later on in the race. Depends how much fuel Potter takes on board, really. So Philo now got 10.5 seconds back to second place Marty VR. Again, Marty VR on those mediums. Half a tank of gas still. 9 laps left to do. Pav in third then, he's gone self-past MRC Buddy. Potter back out of the pits in fourth then, 8.2 seconds back from Pav. Deli B still in fifth, so kind of out on his own a little bit now. Deli B, he's got 12 seconds in front of Potter, 14 seconds back to Burnfry. Burnfry unfortunately just losing a bit more time through there. So seventh, losing a lot more time to Burnfry. That gap now 5.2. Diablo 18 seconds back in 8th position. Bobby's still hanging on to the coattails of Philo around this track. Not driving exactly the same car. Different tunes, so they are allowed. The tuning is prohibited in this lobby. It's not prohibited, sorry, it's allowed. Why I said prohibited? Sounds like a nice word. So Philo extended then. So also managed to drop Bob a little bit. RTVR in second, nearly 13 seconds back from Philo. Pav is in third, 9 seconds back from Marty VR himself. Got Potter Pot only 7 seconds back as well, closing in. So he's gone for half a tank as Potter. So looking to get past MRC pretty cleanly. I'm sure he'll wait till after the Corkscrew for that one. Buddy chucks himself out of the way, then lets Potter through. GT Deli B just coming up towards the Corkscrew then. So not having too bad a race really. As I say, picked up a big chunk of damage in race 1, picked up a big chunk of damage in race 2. Sitting in 5th in race 2, not a bad result. Pav in the pits now, is that going to allow GT Deli B through? Don't like the way it does that. Just say Deli B in 4th. Pav's already coming out of the pits, so Deli B is still going to be in 5th, I think. Pav gets out in front of him, but not by a lot. So 5.4 seconds now between those two drivers. You just see Buddy disappearing off around the corner. There's Buddy right on the tail of Pav 46. So not a lot in between Adey Gee and Pav. Philo in the pits then. Oh, Buddy's run himself wide again. Seem to be catching all your little off-track moments there, Buddy. Apologies. So Philo in the pits then. Marty VR comes up towards the last turn. He's holding just under half a tank. Those mediums not looking too bad at all. So how far's Potter back? He comes up to the last turn now. I think Philo's already been released. Pav and Potter. Oh, so loud when it comes out of the pits. So TNR Philo holds that second position. Potterman Pot then 8.1 seconds back from him. So now they're in a very similar position. They've both got about half a tank. Tyres looking a little bit more worn on Potter's. He's been in 2 laps earlier. Pav in 4th. He's only 6 seconds back from Potter now as well. GT Adey Gee again only 7.9 seconds back. So there's only 26 seconds between the top 5. Still anything could happen. Lap 21 of 27. Burnfry 6th. Massive gap between himself and Dangley Ball's now 14.8 seconds. So it's now Burnfry having a race all out on his own. So Dangley Ball in 7th again having a race on his own, as is Dangley Ball. And MRC Buddy is just happy to be going in a straight line, I think. TVR leading. TNR Philo's closed that gap right up those, half a second between Philo and Marty. Let's go on board with Philo as he looks to take that. Oh, he's got a wheel on the ground, on the sand. He's lost a bit of time to Marty now. Tries to close back up under braking. He does so. He's on the soft tyres, whereas Marty's on the mediums. So just backing out before hitting this turn. It's not the place to be making a move. Again, can he get past before Corkscrew goes for the outbraking manoeuvre? He's got it done. That's a good move by TNR Philo. So back up into first position for Philo then. Second place for Marty VR. So Potterman Pot now 8.4 second gap over Marty. So that gap will come down before the end of this race. 5 laps remaining. Pav in 4th, 4.8 seconds back. So we're starting to close up a little bit. Adey Gee, still 26 seconds, but it's low 26 between the top 5. So not a lot of action really kicking off on track. This is probably one of the closest battles. Diablo trying to catch up and overtake the other fellow Audi driver, Dangley Ball. Different situations though, so Diablo's got more racing mediums. Whereas Dangley Ball's on a fresh set of racing mediums, so slightly better grip. He's holding the most fuel. Diablo's also holding the most fuel as well. So putting those tyres under a little bit more pressure than Dangley Ball in front. Burnfry's in the pits. I think that was MRC Buddy pointing backwards again, unfortunately. I think that was just coming out at the end of pit lane. So Burnfry, 6th position. 35 seconds back from GT Adey Gee. So almost no chance of taking any more positions for Gr3. So Diablo is still trying to catch up with Dangling Ball. I think he's losing a little bit of time there. Yeah, that gap just slowly creeping up. Diablo's on the slightly worn tyre. Dangling Ball's on the fresh. So Buddy then in 9th. Oh, so it's little things like that that just keep catching MRC Buddy out. Catching those little bobble curves. And then trying to get that forward pointing in the right direction with the power down is an absolute challenge. So just losing more time than Buddy. So Philo up front extends that gap to 7.7 seconds over Marty VR. Marty VR losing a lot of time to Potter Pot now. That gap to 2.6 seconds. Also the gap between Pav and Potter, that's down to 2.5 seconds. GT Adey Gee unfortunately looks like he's lost a bit of time to these drivers. 18.8 seconds now. He's now 33 seconds back from race leader TNR Philo. Looks like he must have had a bit of an incident because Gr3's closed in on him about 3.5 seconds. So Dangling Ball still coming under pressure from Diablo at 3.3 back. Just how good the G4 GT. I do want to call it the GT40. Because that's basically what it is. So TNR Philo extended further than 9.5 seconds. He's in the pits now, coming in for his last dump of fuel and tyres. Marty VR. So he comes up towards the last turn, he's stopping out. Potter Pot is stopping out. Pav 46 is stopping out also. So Pav's made up about a second on Potter, that gap to 1.4 seconds now. Potter's also done the same to Marty VR in front, that gap 1.1 seconds. Oh, so Philo and Pav, I'm not sure what happened there. Philo possibly looking to make a lunge on Pav as he came out of the pits. Unfortunately, he's in 4th at the minute on lap 26 of 27. Can Pav fend off TNR Philo, one of the fastest drivers in this league? Philo's already looking to make a move. He's not able to do it into that turn though. But can he get the same move done in towards the Corkscrew, or is Pav going to see it coming and go a little bit defensive? No, Pav manages to hold his line. Unfortunately, he's lost the traction though. That's going to give Philo the run. Pav's just had to slot back in behind. Unfortunate for Pav 46. He's looking good for a podium there. So Marty VR runs himself a little bit wide. It's all getting a bit boisterous now. We come to the last couple of laps as they hit this. Oh, Marty VR's run wide. Potter Pot then sneaks through. TNR Philo sneaks through. Pav 46 sneaks through and puts Marty VR down into 4th. So Pav back in the podium spots. Potter Pot leading the race. Oh, TNR Philo, I'm not sure what's happened to TNR Philo. He's suddenly veered off to the left. Possible wheel issues, I'm not sure, but all over the place. Looks like he was trying to get in the pits backwards. So that just allows Potter Pot. So now we've got Pav closing right in on him though, so still come under pressure for the win at the end of this race. Marty VR now 1.3 seconds back from the 2 drivers in front. TNR Philo we've just seen had all sorts of issues on that first turn. Now 2.8 seconds back, 2.7. So So that was unfortunate. It was going to turn into a four-way fight for the lead there. No idea what happened to TNR Philo, but Potter McPot still leading. He's managed to make a little bit of a break over Pav behind in second. Martin VR losing a bit more time again. Philo's going to have to put everything in. He's got 1.5 seconds to make up 1.3 now to try and catch him on Martin VR. 2 more turns to do it. It's not looking good. So we'll just jump on board with Potter. He comes around this last turn. Not running it too wide, keeping it in a straight line as they head towards the line. Great big handbrake from Pav and Potter as they come across the line. Marty behind third, TNR Philo in fourth then. So we might find out what happened to Philo. We'll find out. If I do find out, I'll let you know next week. So Philo 4, GT Adey Gee then coming home in 5th position. He'll be happy with that. He won't be happy with the fact he's not been able to battle it out with the guys up front. Or just making it across the line before he ran out of fuel. So Burnfry's going to come home in 6th position. Not too bad a result. He'll start from near the back of the pack. Just had a bit of a struggle, possibly with the extra weight he's had to have added to that BMW. 6th place nonetheless. Great big handbrake from Burnfry. No, he's going for a reverse across the line. No, donut across the line. Diablo's going to beat you. Oh no, he's not. So Burnfry does come across the line and 6th place. MRC Buddy has already crossed the line. So Diablo's going to come home in 7th. Managed to get past Dangly Balls at the end of that race. Bit of damage on Dangly Balls' car. Still on Diablo, so it didn't look like there was an incident between those two. But Diablo comes home in 7th, Dangly Ball 8th. I missed the last two, damn it. So Potter McPot taking the win from the back of the pack there. He did manage to get through quite early, but then lost it, ended up in 7th and had to fight his way back through. So let's just quickly have a look at those race results. So yeah, Potter taking the win, Pav coming home in 2nd, Marty VR 3rd, TNR Philo 4th, GT Adey Gee in 5th, Burnfry in 6th, Diablo 7th, MRC Dangly Balls in 8th, MRC Buddy in 9th, and MRC Bobby obviously deciding to sit this one out. We lost a few drivers in that one. I think this track might be left off the calendar next year. A lot of people don't like this one. But it was one of the new downloads, so it's bound to get thrown into every league possible. That always seems to happen. When people know those downloads come in, they do sort of seem to leave gaps in leagues ready for these tracks. But yeah, not everyone likes them. So we did have a few quitters tonight. But like I say, if you're not getting on with it, you're not getting on with it. Right, let's come back out of that. Potter just giving it a wow, great race. Yeah, it was. Come to the end of that one. Yeah, it'll be interesting to find out what happened to Philo. Let's see if we can pry anything out of him. He might be typing something right now, who knows. Philo just saying sorry for the scare. It was a bit of a scare. He came firing across. It almost looked like he was trying to take Potter out, but yeah, I don't think Philo's like that at all. Never seen him getting raised with anyone or anything like that. No problem, Burnfry, no problem. He's just giving me a little shout on the PlayStation chat there if you can't see it. So that was round 9 of the Team versus Team GR3 event, hosted by Next Gen, sponsored by Team Oliver Racing. What have I got coming up? So tomorrow 9 o'clock we've got the Renault Megans again with the P1 boys. That's a popular lobby, always full. And Sunday I've got P1 boys again with their GR3 league, and then back Monday for the next round of Next Gen Racing's Mini Cooper Cup, sponsored by Chewit Racing. That's at 8:30, and then back to next week, next Wednesday for round 10 of this. 1 second, people. I had all sorts of things dribbling out my face, just had to get rid of them. So yeah, round 10 of this next week. I forget where it's from because I'm a clown and I forget stuff. So yeah, you know what my itinerary is. You know what's coming up. I'm pretty much going to dive out of this one now. So yeah, I hope you like what you watch. Give us a like, give us a subscribe, tell your mates, tell your mum. My name's Dark Smoker. I'm out of here.